everyone. My name is Yanique Walters, and I am the author of Younique, Perfectly Imperfect. I also co-authored Woo Mentality, and I also have a gratitude journal titled Gratitude is a Must. I'm also referred to as a gratitude queen because in everything that I do, I put gratitude first. I always appreciate what I currently have, and then the rest comes. All right, so today we're not going to focus on these other books. The one that I'm going to focus on today is Younique, Perfectly Imperfect. And our topic is, how do you balance your uniqueness versus your insecurities, right? But before I get into it, I want to remind you to like, subscribe, and click the notification bell below so that you can get notified whenever I have any new videos. So this is the very first video that I'm doing for my YouTube channel, and it is geared towards helping you to be a better person. All right, I've went through therapy so that I myself can be ready to present to you, to help you to get better at who you are. All right, so what is this book about? Younique, Perfectly Imperfect. This book was created because while I was in elementary school, high school, I was made to believe that I was ugly. But as time went by and I started to appreciate my looks, and I started to see people even paying to enhance their look, to look just like how I look. They wanted the big lips. They're now paying to get injections to get that fuller lip, right? But then I was being judged as a child for having them, right? So it goes to show that in order for us to feel confident, we have to accept who we are. So I've created this book after going through years of dealing with that and getting to a point of feeling confident enough to go out there and do what makes me happy. I decided I want to share that with any one of you watching this video right now that feels insecure at times or feel like their confidence is lacking. This book focuses on 13 different chapters. Each one of these chapters has a workbook at the end of it. The chapters are your hair, your skin type, your body type, your upbringing, whether you grew up in poverty, whether you didn't have this while growing up. These are all things that contributes to a person feeling insecure, right? It so happens that a lot of those insecurities I faced at some point in my life. And I remember when I was about 18, I was at the bus stop and a guy, he was very chubby, and he was the conductor on the bus at the time. And he would oftentimes make fun of me, laugh at me, criticize me, and just tries his very best to humiliate me. And I would cry at times. But on this specific day, I decided that this is how I look. This is how I'm going to look. So it's time that these people accept it and move on. So I remember when he started to say, forehead, forehead, big forehead girl. I looked at him and I said, get used to it. With a smile on my face at that, I said, get used to it. It's not going anywhere. This is who I am. And you're going to continue to see it for the rest of your life if you see me. So get used to it, because what you're doing right now is doing nothing at all to me anymore. I've accepted who I am who I am, and I'm going to be who I am, right? And that day, it lifted a big weight off my shoulder. I now started to love myself. I now started to feel extremely confident about myself. And I ended up going into modeling. I ended up being on people's TV. I ended up being in the newspaper. I ended up walking the runway because now I no longer felt like that ugly girl that they wanted me to feel like. I now felt confident enough to step out, venture out, and dress the way that I wanted to dress, do the things that I wanted to do, look the way that I wanted to look, right? So again, I've created this workbook, I've created this book so that you can read each chapter. You will see references of my life experience, what I've been through, and you can add your way, add what you've been through at the back of each chapter, because there's a worksheet for that, and also questions that ask you how you're feeling at the end of the chapters to help you to get to where you're supposed to be. Also, I want to point out that at the beginning of the chapter, there is a questionnaire. It asks you how you feeling, how did this make you feel, what did this do to you, and it basically takes you through a series of questions that you end up rating how confident you are, or how insecure you feel. And at the end of the book, there is the same exact questionnaire that you now have the opportunity to complete again. And the goal is for you to be at a higher score at the end of that questionnaire. So we are living in a world where there's social media, and our social media has this way of thinking, okay, you're supposed to look like this, you're supposed to look like that. If you don't have a big butt, then you are not sexy. If you don't have big boobs, then you're not sexy. If you don't have a flat stomach, then you're not sexy. If you don't have long flowing hair, then you're not sexy. If your face isn't as clear as the other girl because she wears makeup, then you're not pretty, you're not beautiful. I want you to stop thinking like that. Get out of that frame of mind that you're not beautiful because social media tells you you're not beautiful. Each and every one of us are beautiful in our own way. That's what makes us unique. The way that we lived, the experiences that we went through, the life that was given to us, all of that makes us unique. All of that makes us unique. And we need to start to appreciate that, because God did not make us to all be the same. And that is why we all look different. Yes, you might find somebody out there that has a resemblance of you. But even with that slight resemblance, it still doesn't mean that you two are the same person. You take twins, for example. When you look at Tia and Tamara, two different people, but they were born in the same womb, same father, same mother, same time, maybe 10 minutes difference, but they are two different individuals. Their way of life, the way they do things is different. And that is what you need to understand, that being unique is your God-given way of surviving. Doing things your way doesn't make you abnormal, doesn't make you weird. It makes you you. Let me repeat that. Doing things your way doesn't make you abnormal, doesn't make you weird. It makes you you. All right? So as we go through each chapter each week, we will touch on a topic that might pique your interest, right? Each one of us have different areas that we're insecure about. So you may be insecure about your hair, he may be insecure about his body, and so on and so on. So go and get a copy, because as we go through each week, I want you to have a copy of the book that you can reference, you can go to for guidance, because sometimes we're talking about things but you don't have a copy of the book, so it's like, I don't know what you're talking about. All right, so guys, be you, appreciate your uniqueness. Don't allow social media to influence the way that you think, the way that you do things. It's okay to wear your hair purple if that's what makes you happy, if that's what makes you confident. It's okay to wear your outfit the way that you want to wear it. It's okay to wear makeup if that's what makes you feel pretty. And it's also okay to go natural. Wear your natural hair, wear your natural skin, because that's how you feel confident and that's how you want to feel or look. So again, like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell below for all of my videos. And I look forward to discussing this topic of uniqueness versus insecurities in the coming weeks. Bye. Yay!